Hello, Taurus. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is a special bonus read for you. It's the biggest block reading, and the reason I'm doing these special bonus reads this weekend is because I've got a half-price reading sale, and it's on my biggest block readings. So my biggest block readings, they go into what your biggest block is or what your biggest resistance is, how you're holding yourself back from what it is that you want. Now, it could be you're holding yourself back from the relationship that you want, the job that you want, the money that you want, the house move that you want. Or it could be a block that's kind of holding you back from everything, from the flow of all good things in your life. Um, and in these readings, I go into how this block came about, so who you learned it from, or what experience you had that actually instigated this block within you, and then more importantly, how to release it. And so if that sounds good to you, if you'd like to book in for one of those this weekend, they're half price, which makes them 75 Australian dollars instead of 150 Australian dollars, which is about 50 American dollars. Now, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for it in the description box of this video, and there's a link for it on my website, behealing.com, on the homepage there. And so I know a lot of you have been asking me, how do I book in? I never see where the links are. So I put the links everywhere. So yeah, I get my readings out within 24 hours of you booking them. And they're 3 pages long. I think I said that already. Also, I've got a competition going on at the moment. I got this new bag for my cards, and when I was transferring the cards over and cleaning them up a little bit, I took the chance to count them. And so now I know how many cards are in this bag, and you can guess. And if you guess it right, then you can win a private reading with me worth 150 Australian dollars. So if you'd like to guess, all you need to do is be a subscriber to my YouTube channel, click like on this video, and then leave one guess of how many cards you think are in here. And what does that say? Lovers. And if you're the first person that guesses the right number, then you're going to win a private reading with me. So good luck with that. Just one entry per video, please. You can enter as many times as you like. Just do it on different videos each time. So good luck with that, Taurus. I'm Taurus too. What's our biggest block? What have we got going on? How are we holding ourselves back? Let's find out. Okay, it's about our decisions. So we've got respect and decide. It's about respecting your decisions. You're second guessing yourself, Taurus. You make a decision, you're not quite sure about it. Is this the right thing for me? It's like you're on the verge of a decision. You don't want to make it. You don't want to go all in. You're not sure it's right for you. You're not really respecting your heart in this, Taurus. You're overthinking things. That's what this biggest block is. You're overthinking things. You're overthinking your decisions. You're trying to make the right decision. You're trying to think all around it, all the permutations and combinations of it to make that right decision. Instead of just listening to your heart, respecting your heart and making that decision that's there. Anyway, you're gonna make it because that decision won't leave you alone, Taurus. You just gotta respect it. So this is like your intuition or your heart is telling you to make this decision, but you're trying to pour more into it than that. You're trying to pull your head into it. You're overthinking it. That's exactly what it is. Overthinking decisions. Overthinking decisions is incapacitating you to make those decisions, to actually respect those decisions that are in your heart and in your intuition, and go forward with it. Constantly overthinking it. Oh, yep. It's right for me. Is it right for you, Taurus? Let's see. Where did this block come from? Okay. This is normal. Up until now, an encouragement. So the up until now card is the past card. It's the card of the past. So this is a long-held thing. You want to overthink things, maybe because you had a parent that overthought things too, or maybe you were encouraged by a parent to overthink things. It's like, think about that. Think about that, Taurus. Are you sure that's what you want to do, Taurus? Do you want to think about that? Did you have a parent that was like that? So your heart, you were just like, oh, being a kid, oh, I want to do this today. And the parent would say, now think about that, Taurus. Think about it. Do you? And then they have you questioning yourself. Or they're like, do they know something that I don't? Like, do they know that this is a bad thing to do? And then you set off in overthinking mode. It's like, I think they're saying that they know better than me, that there's something bad about this decision that I'm making. It's wrong. How's it wrong? How's it wrong? And then you're second guessing yourself. Then you're trying to look for the way that it's wrong. That's how it's been set up. That's how this biggest block was instigated in you. So instead of someone encouraging you to move forward on your decisions, whatever you've decided that was in your heart, your intuition to do that, they've made you think about it. Just that questioning itself, I'm really feeling it strongly, so it obviously happened to me. Just them saying, "Are you sure about that?" It's like if I said, "Oh, guess left or right, guess left or right," and then you guess left, and I say, "Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?" I'm going to get you questioning yourself. I'm getting you. You're going to think, "Did I pick the wrong one? Should I change my mind? Did I pick the wrong one?" Have you ever done that before? Had a guess at something and then second guessed yourself, and that second guess was wrong? Yeah? This is what you're doing, Taurus. This is what you're doing. So you've made a decision. You've made a decision. Then you're overthinking it. It's like you've got the voice of a parent in your head saying, "You sure? Don't you want to think about that? You sure about that?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, maybe it's wrong. I'll go the opposite." And then you've guessed wrong. You were right in the first place. So your heart, this is like encouraging you instead to go for your intuition, to go for what your heart says, to just go for it instead of overthinking it and convincing yourself that you're wrong. So you've got to respect your decisions, respect your intuition, respect what's in your heart. Don't tell yourself, "Are you sure about that? Do you want to think about that? Think about that even more. Think about it even more." And then you just tie yourself up into knots. And so how can you release this? Like, it's good to know about that, that's where it came from, but how can you actually release it? What can you do for yourself, Taurus? You can relate it. You can write it down. You can write down what you will allow in. It's like writing down an affirmation that you're going to allow yourself to follow your heart. You're going to allow yourself to follow your intuition. You're going to stop questioning yourself, stop thinking about it. So when you catch yourself thinking about it, thinking about this decision, maybe just write it down. "I will allow this to happen." Wow, that's good. I like that. I'm overthinking something at the moment, a decision that I've made. I know that I'm going to do it. The decision won't leave me alone. My heart is right there with it. But I'm not allowing myself to do it. And so I need to write that down each time. Every time I'm overthinking it, write it down. I will allow this. I'll allow myself to make this decision. I'll allow myself to go for this. And so you need to have some kind of a pad handy so that you can keep on writing that down every time. Every time it comes up for you that you're overthinking, get right down. I will allow myself to make this decision, to trust this decision, to allow this decision. So this is a way for you to break out of that repetitive thought injury, repetitive overthinking things, talking yourself out of it, thinking why you shouldn't, because that's what it is. You're thinking why you shouldn't do it. It's like, okay, if that's my intuition, if that's what my heart's saying, then it must be wrong because I've got this parent's voice inside my head who's right saying you should think about that because you've just chosen wrong. So all you're doing, this overthinking, you're asking yourself, how am I wrong? How am I wrong? And you're not wrong. And so you need to have a pad or some paper handy so you can keep on writing that down whenever you're overthinking. I will allow myself to make this decision. I'll allow myself to follow my heart. I'll allow myself to say yes to this or to go for this or to move forward with this decision. All about allowing yourself to do it. And so that suggests that you've got to think about it because you're not allowed. That's what's behind it. You think you're not allowed to do it. And you need to write down that you are allowed to do it. You are allowed to make that decision for yourself, and it is the best decision for yourself. You are allowed to follow your heart. You are allowed to follow your intuition, Taurus. You are. And so respecting your decisions, respecting what your heart chooses, respecting what your intuition chooses, and then not questioning yourself about it, not overthinking it to try and figure out how it is that you're wrong. Stop making yourself wrong, Taurus, and allow yourself to make that decision instead. And what's the worst that can happen? You're going to get a mixed bag. That's always the worst that can happen. It's the best that can happen too. You're always going to get a mixed bag, meaning there's always going to be positive and negative that comes out of it. That's the way of life. Everything has got positive and negative about it. You can't choose something that's just going to be joyful and no challenges. Everything will have challenges about it. Everything will. And so just allow it anyway. Allow yourself, your heart to choose because it's going to be a mixed bag in the end. Life, we can't move forward, we can't evolve without challenges. There's always going to be a challenging aspect of it. You can't choose something that's all good. It's impossible because there is nothing that is all good. And so get that out of your mind. There's no wrong decision, no right decision. If something is in your heart and in your intuition, it's right for you. So stop trying to talk yourself out of it. Write it down. You're going to allow yourself to go for it instead. There you go, Taurus. If you like this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? How does that resonate with you? Is it resonating with you? It's resonating with me. It's resonating with this Taurus right here. And also, guess how many cards are in the bag. If you guess right and leave it in the comments, then you'll win a reading with me. And what else? Oh, yeah, if you'd like a private biggest block reading, so personal to you, what your biggest block is, more detail in this as well, and how to release it, then there'll be a link right around there to book in for one of those. I'd love to read for you and get that within your inbox in 24 hours, within 24 hours. Have an awesome weekend, Taurus. I'll see you next time. Bye.